I'm Luke Kraft, and this is my wife, Marta. And we've been coming to the Ridge for 2 years. Got married here locally. We moved to Arizona. We had a baby on the way. Our firstborn came in 2008. And I think that was a challenge for both of us. I was traveling for work. She was a new mom. And, we tried to go at it on our own.
He had read an email, I know, that I had sent to a friend saying that I just said, I'm so checked out. I don't even want to try anymore. I don't want to be in this marriage anymore.
It was emotional. It was raw. I think, after we didn't communicate for so long and, just the way that I found out, it crushed me.
We're both really non-confrontational people, so the thought of fighting, it was just easier to avoid it than to fight, which sounds stupid because then that's what led to the worst thing that can possibly happen, which is getting divorced.
I didn't see it coming, but I guess I should have if I was paying attention to my wife. I remember we tried therapy and it just, once, and it was too late.
I don't know, we just kind of, life went on and we both started dating other people, and as time went on and on, I actually was dating someone very seriously the end of 2011, and he had a cousin who had invited us to go to church with them. And so that was the first time I had gone back to church, really, since we had split up. I kind of had always felt like I just shouldn't go to church. Like, if I walk in, I'm just gonna burst into flames, or, this is just, I'm not welcome. I felt very uncomfortable. But then, the pastor came out and he gave the sermon, and it felt like he was talking to me. And it was a really cool feeling because I had never had that before.
Kind of had just a moment where I said, what am I doing? And I remember thinking to myself, all right, I need to focus on being a good dad, being a good son, being a good ex-husband, if I can even say that. And as I did that, I just stopped dating, and, we had always talked, and she had broken up with her boyfriend, and I asked her out to just go talk one night, and, I think we finally had the conversation we probably should have had, 5 years earlier.
I just remember before we went, I remember thinking, okay, everything I ever had an issue with, I'm just gonna ask him. It can't get worse. We're already divorced. It can't go any lower than it already is, As we started getting back together and going to church, just the way we behaved with each other was different.
I just felt some divine intervention. I never thought the moment that we got divorced that we'd ever be back together. In the lowest of lows, I just never thought it would be an option. I mean, I always loved her. But fast forward, it just felt like God was just pulling some strings and slapping me across the face saying, this is the woman for you.
We'd been dating and been going to our church and getting involved, and I think it was kind of this is what God has brought back to me. I just felt so lucky. How often does that happen, that you go through such a dark period and as low as it can go, you get divorced from the love of your life, and then God brings you back together. It was literally the most amazing feeling ever. I was so excited.
For me, it was, I tell people, I had to get brought down to my knees in order to look up. And emotionally, in every sense of the word.
I know our story is amazing and what happened to us is amazing, but I feel like that can happen to anybody when you let God in.